So tabletop position, palms directly under your shoulders, pulling your spine to the ceiling, feeling the flex. And inhale as you're looking up at the ceiling, shoulders away from ears. The more that you're rocking your pelvis forwards and backwards, the more blood flow to that lower back. So start off slow and you'll mobilise yourself. So working on shoulder strength, lower back, and of course abdominals, keeping ourselves mobile. Do one more. Then we're going to do big circles with the hips. So move over to the disco cat, relax your neck and work through a big circle. Working through any tightness. Change direction. From here, we're going to come up, over, down for 15. As far up as you can to shoulder height. A soft elbow is going to stabilise you, so a slight bend in the supporting arm. Rib cage in, tucked in, away, belly button pushed into spine, like someone's punching you in the stomach. And you brace them abs, kind of like a plank. Another 6. 2. 1. One more. Elbow comes next to your head. You want to come in like a bit like a thread the needle, coming round as far as you can. So elbows touching that supporting arm. For 10 to 12, we're looking at pushing your elbow to the back of the room as you're coming up as far around as you can. So, like I've said before, we don't do much of this movement in everyday life, and we can injure ourselves during, so it's important that we stay mobile. Trying to push further around each side if you can. 2 more. Good. From here, same arm again, we're going to go into thread the needle. So good bend in the supporting arm to get down, thread the needle. Following your gaze with your hand as far around as you can. Opens up the chest, good for posture. For any rounded shoulders. If you've got a seated position most of the day. Exhale as you thread that needle. Deep breaths. Another 5. One more. Good. Shake off the wrist. If at any point you're feeling it too much in your wrist, feel free to go on to fists. Cat camel, remobilise for 5. Spine to ceiling, rib cage in. Exhale. Really good for any current or underlying back pain. One more. Good, I'm going to start those 15. Let's see how we get on with this arm. So that other arm that's supporting you now is pre-exhausted, so you'll feel it more in that arm. That's fine as we work on stabilising the shoulder girdle. So the shoulder joint, even though it's a ball and socket, so technically should be strong, isn't, because it's quite shallow. So it relies on fibrous tissues like ligaments, tendons and muscles to hold everything in place. So we can get a lot of stiff shoulders, locked shoulders. People can be prone to dislocating the shoulder as well. So just keeping everything nice and strong. Another 6. Deep breaths. 2. One more. And then we're going to move over a bent arm, twisting and round as far as you can. Compare to the other side. Are you feeling fatigue faster at this side? Is the range of movement as good as the first side? Going for 12. Just take your time. Shoulders away from ears can be a stress reaction, and exercise is stressful, positive stress on the body, but stress reactions can occur like shoulders coming up. So keep pushing them down. Another 3, 2, one more. Then we're going to go into thread the needle for 10 to 12. Again, compare. Can you go as far around? Is there any twinges? So start off slow. So you can be quite stiff at first until the synovial fluid within the joint becomes warm. Exhale, just thread that needle. Another 6 if you can. 4. 3 more. 2. One more. Good. Grab a drink if you need one before we move on to the next set. Hey, baby. Okay. Full back strength and stability. So working the muscles next to the spine, which take pressure off the spine in everyday life. Opposite arm to opposite leg, shoulder hip height. So not going too far up. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. You're going to hold this for 20 seconds or as long as you can. Shoulders away from ears, push them down. Engage that core like someone's punching you in the stomach. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to come in and out for 10. So don't let gravity bully you down. Come down with precision and control. Same time as your upper and lower. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Excellent. Let's see how we get on the other side. I'm going to hold out 20 seconds. Rib cage tucked in, belly button pushed into the spine, shoulders away from ears. You can really feel the upper and the lower parts of the body working together here in the posterior chain. Squeezing that bum cheek. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for 10. So we're getting lots of blood flow to repair and strengthen the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good. Into child's pose. Knees together and down. Next, Pilates push up. Tabletop position, so palms directly under your shoulder. So we're dipping here, elbows to the back of the room, pulse in. Don't worry about the range of movement. Even if it's tiny, you're still working the back of the arm. Going for 10 or as many as you can manage. 1 second up, 2, 3 seconds down. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good. Back into child's pose. Again, to push-ups, 10 if you can, or as many as you can manage. This is your starting point. 2, 3. So it'll feel like a cramping or a pinching, might even feel like a burning in the back of the arm, that's normal. Another 5, 4, 3, 2. One more. Good, child's pose. Few seconds rest, shake off them arms. Hopefully you've got some burning going on. Exactly. Next, we're going to start that full set again. So we're going to hold out opposite arm to opposite leg for 20 seconds. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Shoulders away from ears, push them down. Deep breaths, 20 seconds or as many as you can manage. Deep breaths. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's come in and out for 10. Or again, as many as you can. Even if it's just 6, just do something. And then this is on YouTube, so if you want to do it again and try and beat the last time. That's how we get stronger and fitter. Another 5. 3, 2. One more. Good. Opposite arm to the side now, 20 seconds. Again, rib cage in, belly button into spines, tension in the abs, shoulders away from ears. Deep breath. Ten. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come in and out. Last 10. We're moving on. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Last 3. 2. One more. Excellent. Child's pose. From here, tabletop position for the Pilates push-ups again, looking for another 10. Just reduce the range of movement if it's too much. Hopefully you're shaking, it's a good sign. Shoulders away from ears as you do so. Halfway. 6, 7, 8. Last 2. Good, child's pose. Good, last 10 push-ups if you can, or you can do cat camel. Elbows to the back of the room, everything's in alignment. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2. 9, 10. Good, shake off them arms. Good. I'm going to work some lower body next. So part of the job of the glutes, the bum cheeks, is to stabilize the pelvis. So when there's a breakdown in one bum cheek, you know, if you've got a sit down job, you just lose connection in the glutes, it can come out of whack, the pelvis. So we're looking at tensing as hard as you can as we do these next exercises. Tabletop position, donkey kick, squeezing the bum cheek that you're using, top of the movement, and down. So I really want you to over-exaggerate that bum squeeze. My muscle connection, it's called. Better strength and muscle gain if you over-squeeze that bum cheek on the right side, whichever leg you're using. Good. So this is also forcing a cat-camel movement in the hips. So blood flow and strength to the pelvis and lower back. Looking for high reps, 12 to 15. You'll feel it in the supporting leg 2. Last 2. One more. Good. A few seconds rest, just get your breath back. And then we're going to come into rainbows. So big rainbows. Make sure the pelvis isn't rocking left to right as you, so it's nice and controlled. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. As many as you can, or 10. That's 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Good. Cat camel stretch. 5. Inhale in the count. One more. Good. Same the opposite leg now. Let's see how we get on. Heel to ceiling, squeezing that bum cheek on the left side. Coming down with control. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Another 10 if you can. Subtle yet powerful, effective movements. 5, 4, 3. Normal to feel this on the stabilizing leg. Last 2. Good. Few seconds rest. Get your breath back. Deep breath. And 10 rainbows. Big circles, making sure you're not rocking left to right. As high up as you can. 6, 8, 1. Good. Cat cow. One more. Good. A few seconds rest. I want to take ourselves to the seated position. So you can sit like this if this is comfortable, or cross-legged, or knees up. It's up to you. We're going to finish with some of the shoulder work that we're doing. So arms out, shoulder height, shoulders back. We're just going to start a small circle movement. Deep breaths. Tall, be tall, chest proud. Deep breaths. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. 10, 9. Shoulder blades together. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last circles. 10, 9. Let it burn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, ribcage in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Well done. Shake off. We're going to do that again, last time. Deep breaths. Inhale, arms rise. Pause with full lungs at the top before exhaling through the mouth. Again, another 4. Another 2. One more. Good. Last time, arms come out. Little circles. 10, 9, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last circles. 10, 9. Failure's good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. Did we just do last one? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. She's thinking, what are you crazy lot doing? 3, 2, 1. And relax there. Well done. That burn right deep in the shoulder girdle and the rotator cuffs. Good for shoulder strength. We're going to be on our sides next. So here we're working a very deep muscle called the quadratus lumborum. So when you're carrying something heavy on one side, this one keeps you upright and stable. So it can be the cause of a lot of back pain. Just be careful with this if you've not done it in a while or you need to Pilates. So elbow directly under the shoulder. So again, we're working shoulder stability. So this will be on fire. You're all in one line, so push your hips forward. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Hip dips. So it's coming up as far up as you can, even just a little bit off the floor and down again. Looking for 10 to 12 or as many as you can, even if it's just 6. 2, 3, 4, good. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. 5, 6, 7, 3 more, and then I want you to hold for as long as you can at the top. 2 more, then hold. 1 more. Let's hold at the top. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Deep breaths. Hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Well done. Give your elbow a bit of a break. Sorry, shoulders a break. Clamshells. Up and down. So pause at the top, slowly coming down for 15. 3, 4. Again, we're working the sides of the glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more. Good. This time, leg at the top, straight out, going up, mid, forward, down. Up, mid, forward, down for 10. So if this is your left leg that you've chosen to work first, this is also called a sciatic sweep. So you're sweeping past the sciatic nerve as you bring your leg forward. Another 4. 2 more. 1 more. Last one. Good. A few seconds rest. Hip dips again. Oh dear. So we're looking for 10 or as many as you can manage. So pushing, so you're all in one line, all the way up, and we're going to pause for as long as you can, or 10 seconds on the last one. 2. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Doesn't matter how high up you go, just as long as you try your best to get your hips off the floor a little bit. Strengthen that deep core muscle. Good. Another 3, 2. One more. Pause at the top if you can, or you can rest. Deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Well done. Clamshells next. 15 we're looking for. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Your hips are stacked on top of each other. 5, 6, 8. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. More. Good. And the leg raised to front. Looking for 10 or as many as you can. If you need to stop and start, wait for that burning to stop and do 1 or 2 more, that's fine. That's how we build the strength and endurance. Failure in exercise, well, in most things really, is good. Gives your body an excuse to change and adapt as long as you get enough protein. So over 80 grams a day is a good starting point. Another 4 if you can. 2. Last 2. One more. Then we're going to mermaid stretch. I love this one. So the side we've just worked, that knee comes forward and the other knee comes back. We're just going to stretch. So shoulders away from ears. Pushing the hips into the floor, away from the rib cage, creating space. Feel that stretch in the sides. Relax your neck. Good, let's go to the other side and wreak havoc on that side. So we're going to compare as well how you get on this side. Hip dips to start. So elbow directly under the shoulder. Looking for 10 reps. When we're ready, let's go. All the way up, all the way down. You're going to pause at the top. Number 10. For 10 seconds if you can, and 5 more reps. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Pause at the top, rib cage in, belly button in, spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Lie down. When you're ready for clamshells, all the way up, all the way down. I'm going to dial it back a bit after this. Deep breath. When we finish this set. Notice any clicking on this side in your hips. Take note. Could mean tightness. Going to 15, another 5. 2 more. Good. Leg raises 10 to forward and then down. What's your range of movement like on this side? Keeping them hips stacked on top of each other and not moving backwards and forwards. Another 5, 4, 3. 2 more. Yay. More. Excellent. Hip dips. And you're ready? Last time on this side. And then we're moving on. Going for 10. You're on time. And we're pausing at the top. 6, 7. Last 2, then pause if you can, of course. One more. And pause. 10. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Let it shake, let it burn. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lie down. Clamshells, 15. Are you ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another 5, 3, 2. One more. Leg raises, 10. With the frontal raise. Keeping them hips stacked on top of each other. 4 left. Last 2. Let it burn. One more. Excellent. Sitting up in that mermaid pose again. So the knee that corresponds with the side we've just worked comes forward. The other knee goes back. Hips down into the mat. Shoulders away from ears. And feel the stretch underneath the rib cage on that side. Excellent. Grab a drink if you need one. Start to dial it back a bit and get some ab working. I'm going to work with the pelvic floor next. So if you're male or female, connections break down over time, can cause back pain and can have trouble relaxing, going to the toilet, or you can have too tight or too weak pelvic floor. Totally depends on your lifestyle. Okay. So relaxation breaths. So inhale, fill in the lungs, arms rise. Pause at the top's important for relaxation. Slowly exhale. Okay, I'm going to do 15 altogether. Inhale. So as we inhale, you're going to relax like you're on the toilet. Push them abs out. Like you're passing wind, urine. And then exhale, holding the abs in and holding in any wind, urine. Inhale, relax. Push the abs out with the pelvic floor. Exhale, holding everything in as tight as you can. This is how your pelvic floor normally contracts anyway when you breathe in. Or should do. Two more. Last one. Good. Into the ab work. So knees up into tabletop, legs up, sorry. So you're going to push your back fully into the mat, so no curves in the back. You're going to do this by using your ab muscles to keep you like this. So rib cage tucked in, belly button into spine. You've got tension below the navel, the belly button. So there's tension there, might not be much. So this is like a plank, this is hard work if you're doing it correctly. So rib cage tucked in, pushing that belly button into the floor, no curves in the lower back. So I'm going to hold that position, let you get used to how that should feel. Deep breaths. From here, you can stay here, stopping and starting as you fatigue, or you can keeping your feet together, bringing the knees out and in. So rib cage in, keeping that belly button into spine, stay stubborn. As soon as a core connection is lost, you'll feel it more in your back or your hips will start clicking. So just rest in semi-supine. Another 10, 9, 8, push your back down. Check, keep checking. 5, you won't always know. 4, keep checking in. 3, 2, one more. Good, rest in semi-supine. Bring those knees in for a hug and roll side to side. Time flies. Again, legs up in tabletop. Rib cage in, belly button into spine. Holding that position. Deep breaths, have a poke around is everything. There's a tension in the full core, the sides.
I know.
Deep breaths, push that spine against the floor using your belly button. If this doesn't make sense or you want me to go more into it after class, come and see me. Feet together, knees out and in for 15. 3, 4, deep breaths. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Failing's good. Wait for the burn to stop and do a couple more. Last one. Rest in semi-supine and then bring your knees in for a hug and roll side to side, using your shoulder blades to move you side to side. So you can stay here into tabletop. Again, it's like a plank. You're holding that tension in the abs, working for strength. So stay here if you're a beginner, or if you're up for a challenge, you're gonna, the baby will move, come up off the floor with your upper body and slowly down like a crunch. Oh dear. As many as you can. Oh baby. Dear, oh dear. Exhale on the rise. So the more burning and shaking you've got going on, the better. Another 10 if you can. 9, 8. Last exercise, I'm stretching off. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Or more. Good, hug and roll. Whew. Burny, 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 burny. Get off my mic. One of my favourite ones next, book openings. So knees together over to one side, and you're going to look the opposite side. Deep breaths allows you to sink into this stretch in your lower back. It's really good if you've got any existing back pain, or if you're feeling quite stiff, you know, at the end of the day, when your muscles have been warm. So relax them shoulders, them glutes, sink in, you feel it in the lower back. If you want to increase this stretch, bring your bottom leg over your top knee, and then again. Carefully take your time coming out of this position into the opposite side. Let's see how you feel on this side. If you feel comfortable enough, bottom leg goes over the top to increase that stretch again. Deep breaths, sink in. Good. Take your time coming out of this position to the seated. As we stretch off the hamstrings, the back of the legs, and also the lower back as well, you'll feel it in. So feet together. So tight hamstrings, a lot of people have, most people to be honest with our daily lives now. So the pull on the pelvis, creating flat back, less curve in the back. And they can make the lower back quite tight as well. So you're just going to hold this position. So ideally, less of a bend in the knees. Deep breath, shoulders away from ears. Looking for a mild discomfort in the back of the leg. You might feel it as well if you tighten the lower back. So I'm going to hold this position. I'm going to develop the flexibility of the lower back and the hamstrings. So the hamstrings are muscles, so that obviously they have a lot more blood flow to them. So flexibility can increase within 2-3 weeks of doing these kind of exercises. Whereas the back, lower back takes a bit longer because there's less blood flow to the tendons. We're going to take a deep breath in. On the exhale, move in a little bit more into that stretch. Again, mild discomfort, goes up a little bit. It's not painful, it's not pins and needles. If it is, you've just gone a little bit too far too soon. Just dial it back a little bit. Just going to hold that. Deep breaths. Do you mind? Waiting again for that muscle to tell the brain to check in, and then the brain will relax it a bit more. Take a deep breath in if you can, and on the exhale, if you can, walk in a tad bit more. I'm going to finish with the breathing. So coming into the seated position. Inhale, arms rise. Pause at the top with full lungs before exhaling. Again, another 9. Another 4. Last one. Excellent. Thank you very much for coming. If you've got any feedback, come and see me after. Thank you.